I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this
Friendly
alliance.
Alright everybody, people of the internet, welcome to the very first real episode of the Friendly Alliance podcast. My name is Cabjoy, and co-hosting with me for the long haul is Gilbagz. What's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
We have a guest host who's probably going to pop around occasionally. Vlad, what's up, man?
Hi.
And, and the intention, so we spoke a bit about our intentions for the podcast last week, but we've kind of updated what we're planning on doing. So what we intend on doing for this podcast is getting weekly guests on from around the Oz MKX community. We'll talk a bit about player history, because I know a lot of newer players are interested in getting into the competitive community but don't really know where to start. So definitely talking about the roots of where some of these players or how these players have gone from, just playing with their friends or in their own home online to going to the tournament scene, anything like that. So we're going to try and get guests each week to talk to, and this week we have the very big pleasure of having on Googie from Melbourne. What's going on, Googie?
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here.
Great to have you on. It was a bit of a scheduling nightmare for a while there, but we got you in the
Yeah,
end.
man. It's before Christmas.
So
Told me
what's
just before I left.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
holy
exactly.
crap. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so how did you, because you're kind of like an oddity in our scene, I'd say right now, because from what we understand, you've only been playing competitive fighting games since MKX came out, right?
Yeah. That's when I first got into the scene. I remember I liked the look of MKX when it came out, and so I just basically Googled, hey, where's an MKX tournament that I could play? And there happened to be a launch event for MKX in Melbourne for Couch Warriors.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, that was pretty much my first tournament event. And
So
that got
like
me hooked.
before you own the game, you're already like, all right, where's the scene? Let's go.
Yeah. I
Oh
was like,
man.
right, so I'm gonna buy this when the game comes out. It looks
Yeah.
really awesome, right?
Yeah.
So lots of hype for it, and I was like, all right. So I know I did a little bit of research for the tournament scene just before the game came out, and it happened to be like a week after it got released or something, like
Yeah.
Alright.
maybe even less, maybe in 5 days or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So when the game came out, I smashed it for like the first 5 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like, had you outside of competitive, had you played fighting games casually at all? Like, are you like
Yeah,
most of us, like Street Fighter 2 on the SNES and all that stuff?
I can't remember if I played Street Fighter 2. I probably did, touch it very, very randomly. I don't remember specifically.
Yeah.
I did play a bit of Tekken Tag at the arcades
Yep.
when I was younger, but nothing competitively. I played a little bit of Street Fighter 4 when it first came out, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure I just stopped playing from there.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. So what drew you to MKX specifically if you've not had a history with the series? Because I know like most of the scene, I would say most, a lot of the scene at the very least, play
They played the
MKX
originals.
because yeah, they love the cast of characters, they love the previous iterations. Like I,
Yeah.
as a kid played MK1, MK2, MK3, not knowing what the hell I was doing. But now I love all those characters, and I'll keep playing MK because I love the characters at the very least. So like, what
Right.
what what did you see about MKX that made you say I'm gonna play that and I'm gonna play it competitively?
Actually, I actually remember I did mess around with MK. I think it was MK1 or MK2. Like my older brother, I have an older brother who would play it, just randomly. And I
Yeah,
remember seeing. I was aware of MK1, MK2, but I'm pretty sure after like MK3, I have no idea what happened between MK3 and MK. I never touched any of those games between that.
yeah,
But I don't know, man. Like, was the graphics of MKX like one of the trailers got me really hooked?
yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, this game looks really sick. Like, and I started googling some of the other tournaments, like MK9 tournaments and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Alright.
I was like, oh, so people actually play this, at a competitive level. So
So I'm
yeah,
I'm gonna go out on a whim here and guess that you were looking for tournaments straight away because of your history outside of the fighting game community, right?
yeah. I play poker mainly, and that's very competitive.
Yep.
So I'm gonna play a fighting game, it's like likely gonna be competitive.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I don't really play for fun, I guess.
yeah.
Well, it
That's
is
sick.
fun, but I don't really play it against a computer or whatever, or like
It's
amongst
yeah,
my friends.
it's like a weird thing because I know when I play, for example, I am enjoying myself, but at the same time, I'm racking my brain, and like it's it's weird. It's like it's you don't feel like just overwhelming joy while you play, but you know you're having fun somehow, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because it's just like constantly processing everything is just something, something satisfying about improving, I guess, in general.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like with fighting games, you really have to go to competitions to improve and learn more about how you play and what you can do better.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And you're very much a product of the people around you as well.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Like you can only be really as strong as your scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what's as a new player who picked up the game, what was your first kind of approach to get better? Did you like play a little bit and then go to the launch tourney and then get bopped and then you're like, all right, what's going on?
Dude, he came second at the launch
Are you
tournament.
serious?
Yeah.
What
So,
was
man, it's kind of embarrassing to look back at it now, but basically what I did was I picked Katana, the assassin variation, because I just like the look of her and
Yeah.
like I like the fans that she threw. And I didn't do any instant air fans or anything like that.
Mm.
I just did like these basic combos that I found on YouTube.
Dude, I remember your mix-up was fan, full screen run.
Yeah,
Uh,
like I like I because I come from a competitive background, I can sort of understand how the game is played
At a
with
psychological level.
making reads, yeah, psychological levels. Like I remember at that first tournament, um, I played Babel, the guy that beat me in the grand final, and I just noticed that he would never press a button at the start of the round because he was
yep.
scared of armored
Yep.
Yeah.
moves. So I just ran up and grabbed him like a few times in a row,
Classic.
like yeah, pretty much every single round, like
See, like I was
stuff
gonna,
like that.
I was gonna like develop this conversation and say, what were the holes in your game from the start? How did you grind? How did you get better? But you're already like thinking about stuff that I think a lot of new players don't tend to think about, like
Yeah.
making reads like that at the start of
New
rounds.
players just wanna. Actually, I think the reason that new players make it's basically are they gonna wake up or not? That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing. Are they gonna wake up or are they gonna jump?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can usually guarantee that at a certain range, if you're doing the right thing, they're gonna jump.
Yep.
Which I mean,
Yeah,
like, is an important thing to talk about because anyone coming from Street Fighter is blatantly told don't jump, and for a good reason.
Yeah, that's the number one rule in fighting games. Don't
Yeah,
jump.
but there's a slightly different meta, I think, in MKX in terms of jump in, where it can be okay. It can be a calculated risk at times,
mm,
Yeah,
but
like jumping
yeah,
isn't the worst idea, like because of the reward, but
yeah,
because anti-airs are like I wouldn't say like completely weak, but they're somewhat weaker in compared to like something like Street Fighter,
yeah,
right?
you don't have the solid Shoryu or even
Yeah,
even normals with as chunky hitboxes, I
yeah,
guess.
like Crouch Fierce or something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like anti-airs lead to pretty good damage in this game compared to Street
Mm,
Fighter.
yeah, true, very true.
So
Yeah, like
it kind of goes both ways.
what does Cryo get? Like 33 or something?
38,
38 with a bar, right?
yeah, one bar.
Yeah,
Just still ridiculous. Like without
yeah,
a bar, it's like 30.
exactly. Same with Goro. Goro like up one into like 34% or something. But
Yeah,
right.
that's no bar,
yeah.
which
Jump
is
ins are
crazy.
stronger because they lead to good damage. But anti-airs lead to good damage too. It's just because they're slower, you have to play a more like raid-based style for anti-airs.
Yep.
Like I remember
Yeah,
talking to Mike. Wait, no, Mike. What's his last name? Mike S. I don't know. I actually don't know his last name. But good part.
Yeah.
yeah,
One second, when I'm talking to me for it.
So we're talking about anti-airs, and I think where Aaron's going, because I remember those guys talking about it, is good part having trouble
Yep.
transferring from
Street
USF or
Fighter
conventional
to
AAs to like, Aaron trying to tell him to stand one
yeah,
as
yeah.
as a relatively new MK player.
Yeah, but I was talking to Mike like properly, right? As in person about anti-airs, and he was like, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that anti-airs are raid in this game.
Yeah,
Like it's not entirely a read, but because your anti-airs are slower, you have to play more react. Like it's like
yep.
half read, half reaction.
Yeah, and especially against like something like subs. What is it? He's jump two when he's
Jump
doing
one, jump one.
when he's
jump
doing a
on, his
crossover
jump on.
jump. Yeah,
For
like
some reason,
zero jump pierce.
it has so much priority. Out of the entire cast, like anti-airing Sub-Zero online is like
Don't even think about it.
yeah. Well, that's what got you bopped in the online
Yeah,
tournament.
right.
Trying to
Oh my
anti-SN1 all the time.
Uh,
Man,
yeah,
anti-SN1 makes me miss Devora. I should play her again. She's a fun
I
character.
think with also anti-airs in this game, since everyone has such a different type of jump in,
yeah.
depending on their 1, 2, 3, or 4,
Yep.
your anti-air is very character specific.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're not gonna anti-air Cassie when she's got her jump 2 and I think her jump 4.
Dude, she's one of the easy characters to anti for me.
So with her baton,
Yeah, I do like again.
as stand jab anti-air.
Jax's stand jab does work, but it should work against Cassie 100%, right?
But then you've got like, Kodal and Quan with their ridiculously long range jump ones.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus
and then
Christ.
like for
Well,
example, Goro's got like average jump in punches, but then if someone's reading the JIP, I can just
Jump kick.
depending, I can jump kick because it's got ridiculous range and it'll usually blow up like a standard anti-air unless it's like armored.
yeah.
A stand
Seems
jab
like,
isn't necessarily like the go-to anti-air with
Yeah,
everyone.
it's character specific.
Yeah.
Because I know, for example, with Kenshi, his back sweep, like just his sweep, is one of his best anti-airs because
Really? Sweep.
it lowers his hitbox so much.
Oh, I
So you
Sweep
walk
even look
back
like.
and you do sweep, and the jump in will always whiff, and you'll sweep them in the air.
AA
Oh,
sweep with
yeah.
Goro is a thing as well, man.
Sometimes,
That's got
sometimes
gorgeous
down
numbers.
one, sometimes stand jab, or even run down one is really good. So
Mm.
But Kenji has a good down too. You can rely on your down two.
Does he?
You
I don't
can.
even know what
7
it looks
frames.
like.
7 frames.
There you go.
but yeah, well, yeah.
Every character has at least one option to anti-air. Like a one reliable option.
But it's always a
Whether it be
read. It's always a read for what they're going to use to jump in, which is
Yeah.
the main issue, I guess.
Like actually, the way I thought about jump-ins, right? Like you can class all the jump-ins, in a certain actually in a certain grouping, right?
Yep.
You got the crazy vertical ones like Sub-Zero, Aaron Black jump to
Yep.
Jax,
something that's really vertical as well. Like Jax to an extent, Those are really vertical jump-ins, which make them slightly harder to anti-air. But the thing I've noticed is the thing that controls how easy they are to anti-air is their body positioning relative to the jump-in.
Yep.
So someone like Jax, even though it's really vertical, so it hits deep and you can't really low profile it, because he extends his legs out, it's really easy to anti-air with the stand one. Whereas someone like a Cassie or Sonya, right? Cassie can be harder to anti-air, but she's one of the easier ones because of the nature of the hitbox or the jump one. For someone like Sonya, she punches you with her armpit, and her body is entirely horizontal. So to anti-air that with a stand one, it's like a just frame, I swear to God.
Mm.
And the other split for it, right, is if you're using it as a range jump in, obviously the horizontal ones are better because it's hard to judge the range. But again,
Yeah.
generally they're easier to anti-air minus Sonya because of she's like the unique case.
Mm.
But someone like Sub, right? Again, it's so vertical that makes it so hard to anti-air, but it's that much easier to walk under it or step back to trip guard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to mention, the trip guard. Like that's the type of jump that no one should be doing, but it's the easiest and biggest reward if someone's doing those long range jump ins that you just walk
Yeah.
back and whiff punish.
Yeah.
And you get like oh, pardon me, really solid damage off it. For sure.
Yeah, now that you mentioned trip guarding, this is actually so after the first tournament that I played,
Yep.
I played at BAM. That's where I met you guys for the first time,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I got bopped, and then that's when I started learning like the subtleties
Yeah.
in the game, like
Yeah.
trip guarding. So for those who don't know what that is, like I'm sure one of you guys can explain it.
Jacob, you want to
Yeah, there's like, all right, so first of all, I'm going to try my best. There's a misconception about trip guard. I think it's,
Trip guard is what let you block, is what lets you block actually.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
people use the term like so incorrectly right now that everyone just accepts it.
Exactly. So trip guarding is originally the idea that if you jump and you don't use a normal and you land, there's some frames where you can block. So in Super Turbo, for example, there's no trip guard. So when you jump, even if you don't throw out a normal, you can be swept as you land, for example.
Actually, the best example is Call of 13. Regardless of whether you
Yeah,
press the
true.
button, if you jump, you
Yep,
always cannot block when you land. There's a
That's a
few
good
frames
point.
you can't.
Yeah, because crouch lights can blow up jump-ins, for example, because you low profile and then just blow them up.
Yeah.
So trip guarding, when we say trip guarding here, we're saying for example, if I'm the person defending and someone's jumping in at me, usually mid-screen or at a mid-range, and they throw out a normal, then that normal move they use while they're in the air has recovery frames where they can't
Yep.
block when they land. So when we say trip guarding, we say attacking them while they're
As
in
they land.
recovery, yeah, where they can't block. So you get free damage on them.
Yeah, it's
So
like a whip punish for an air attack essentially.
exactly, and it's, to be honest, one of the easiest things.
You can do in
Well,
this game.
yeah, exactly. One of the easiest things, especially as a low level player, because low to mid level players tend to jump at bad ranges. It's one of the easiest ways to deal with low to mid level players. So if you're playing online a lot and you think, God, I can't think of what to do to beat this guy, try and pay attention to how they're jumping. And if you notice that they're jumping at weird ranges, you can probably blow them up with a trip guard pretty easily for good damage.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it tends to be in this game, if you have an advancing normal, it's much easier to do, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to actually go a bit more depth, right? In this game, the trip guard window is about 10 frames. Whenever you whiff a jump attack, it's a 10 frame window where you can't block.
Is
So
that
the trip
is
guard-
that universal, is it?
Yeah, this one I've labbed before. Because I was testing
Ah,
my safe jump against what's it called, Jax's stuff, right? And then
I did-
remember the video I posted where I could safe jump Jax's dash punch was 10 frames, but I couldn't
sure.
get any faster than that. anything higher, I couldn't safe jump.
Yep.
So yeah, the trip guard window is about 10 frames,
Oh, there you go. That's good to know.
It's
and
good,
that's pretty big compared to something like Street Fighter with I think it's like 2 frames or something, 2 or 3
Mm.
frames.
Yeah, so it's definitely very possible in this game. So let's
Yeah.
continue talking about your tournament history, Googie, because we kind of went off track a bit there.
Yeah, no, right.
So you went from the launch tournament. I'm guessing there were some monthly meetups or something for Couch Warriors, right? Between then and BAM.
Oh, did you
No,
just
no.
BAM?
It,
Holy
it was just the launch event and then BAM, I think, from memory.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Actually, but between those 2 tournaments, you ran Assassin Katana, and then at BAM, I remember you running Aaron Black and Ermac.
Yeah, yeah.
So why the
Uh,
change?
I actually, after the first one, I started watching Sonic Fox's videos,
Alright.
the playing, and I was like, oh, this guy's godlike. So and I was like, all right, I'll try this Aaron Black character, and he was really fun to play. So that's why I started playing him at BAM.
Was that BAM? Who'd you lose to? I think you lost to Cav, I think, and
Still
some.
Cabjoy,
No, it was me,
Uh,
man.
Oh, what are both you guys?
Cabjoy and Cav.
Holy
Yeah,
Oh,
it's still-
Cav, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Cabjoy wins and Cav loses. Yeah.
Go Sydney.
Shut up, Blake.
Because I remember, I had a shaky start against the Sonya player.
Yeah, that was Radis, I think Radis.
Radis, yeah, Asian, and
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend. Yeah.
And then I
remember he
think
told
my next game was against a Codal player who I beat. And
Yeah.
then I played that Street
Fiora.
Fighter player.
Fiora,
was it?
Fiora.
Pharaoh, yeah, I played Pharaoh. And yeah, his katana almost got me. Like I did some stuff and he was like, all right, he's punishing me every time, don't do it. And then I did it again. And
Yeah.
it came down to a YOLO teleport.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was the greatest.
That YOLO teleport changed my destiny for BAM. And then yeah, and then I got told I had to play this guy called Googie, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? I've never heard of this guy. And then
Yeah.
oh shit, he's playing Aaron. I've never played against an Aaron. And yeah, and then I was playing Quan, so that's that basically. But I do remember quite a few YOLO slides.
Yeah, actually, I remember that for sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I don't think I played you until the next time when you're at Aaron's. Oh, maybe there was a YSB before that, but like I was thinking back to BAM and I was like, oh okay, I remember YOLO slides a lot. And then I played you again, I
Yeah.
was like, God damn, this guy's gotten good very quick. So yeah, so like what you must have, because I played you in winners, didn't I?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
in winners, yeah.
was Cav your next game, was it?
What do you mean?
Yeah, right after I lost to you, I had to play Cav.
Oh, that's right,
Let me pull up the
because
old challenge. Let me see.
yeah,
That's-
no, because Cav made top 8 losers, that's right. So that would have
Yeah.
been the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
Uh,
sense.
Let me pull up the old challenge. Let's see. What was Googie's path? Let's see if you remember this at all.
And then Cav came top 8 and decided he wasn't good enough and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to the guy?
I don't know. Vlad
That's Cav.
knows. He just disappeared off the face of the planet. I don't
He'll
know.
be back
He,
next
he
year.
what was that?
I want to see him back, man. He was a good player, man.
He's a good
I wanna see
player,
him
but
Yeah.
he just Cav, if you ever decide to listen to this, which I highly doubt you will,
But
just
Vlad Lincoln
understand
was-
that someone else is going to play your character. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
So just don't try to be so unique.
Yeah, be the best with the character. Who cares if people play your character?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we had BAM, and then you run amok on back-to-back Couch Warriors events, right? Because I swear I see
Yeah.
you winning Couch Warriors
Uh,
like every time I see a
I
post.
I
Oh
don't.
no, it's not. Sorry, it's not Couch Warriors. It's CCH. Is that right? What's the event?
The CH is that's just a casual meetup for fighting game players.
Okay.
It's just it's like a fortnightly thing in Melbourne.
Yep.
And they usually hold it at Collingwood Library, and it's every fortnight. And basically, everyone just turns up and brings their consoles, and we just play Street Fighter or MKX,
Yep.
or there's other games as well. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So
So no, like I don't remember. I don't think I went. I think I went there like maybe once before BAM, and then I can't specifically. I think I went after BAM. The next tournament I went to was YSB in Sydney.
Oh, YSB, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, for that, let's see.
I think that
Came
was
second. Came second.
yeah.
Yeah,
was-
yeah, that's the second thing.
I was gonna say I didn't attend that, and I can't remember why. There was a good reason. It wasn't just because I didn't want to. There was something on, but I can't remember what it was.
No, you
Yeah,
heard
you were
Googie was
still
coming.
playing Aaron Black then, weren't you, Googie?
Yeah, that's when I was playing Aaron Black.
That was your only character, right?
Awesome
I
Soul.
still had Aaron Black, but when I looked back at the videos from BAM, and I saw how badly I played,
Alright.
and so yeah,
I think.
like
Sorry, I was just
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
looking back, I remember watching the top 8 a couple of months after BAM, and I was like, I think we're all still very, like, it was very evident we're all still learning.
Yeah, then BAM
'Cause it
was
was-
what? When did the game come out? Game
It
came out
wasn't
in
even a
April?
month.
It was like, it was at least 1 month, maybe 1 month or something.
Barely. Because I think it was April 15 it came out.
Yeah, BAM was in May 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Sorry, as you were saying, Googie.
Oh yeah, so I just saw a lot of things I was doing badly, and for some reason I tend to drop a few stuff with Aaron Black, so I just did the easier combos with
Yep.
and made all my combos more safer with the EX Sand Grenade,
Yeah.
which I wasn't doing in Melbourne, so yeah, and that made it a lot easier to play in.
Just a quick side note, for any players looking to get better, if you do have the ability to record your matches, or if you come out to these tournaments and you get a chance to play on stream, I know it can be somewhat nerve-wracking for some people, but if you get a chance to play in a situation where your matches are recorded, it can be a very, very good thing, because like Googie said, you can go back, you can look at it, you can think about
Yeah.
what you were doing in that match, and you can really see exactly where you screwed things up. So you can consciously try to get better at those specific things. So it's a very good thing to be able to record your matches.
Yeah, absolutely, and also you get to see whether you panicked or not. You know, as bad as that sounds, you can actually see your gameplay
You can see
deteriorate.
your mental health bar.
Yes,
And that's-
exactly.
like, oh, so this is when I got like grabbed 4 times in a row, and that's when I lost it. You know, kind of.
Speaking of something like that, hey Jacob.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like really off topic, right? But do you remember BAM 6 last year? Alex K versus Falco in KOF?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, I was like, before MKX, the year before MKX, I was kind of out of the FGC for a while.
Alright.
I wasn't very active, so I don't know, sorry.
Well, basically, there's a bit between Falco and Alex K. Well, Falco, I think he regular through Alex like 5-6 times in a row. I'm just like, okay, yeah, Alex is mind fucked there.
That's the thing, like, especially as newer players, it's hard, like, it's easy to forget that when you're watching tournaments, that there's serious, like, psychological meltdowns happening at times.
Yeah.
When you're watching matches, like, it's super,
Yeah.
super hard to stay composed and then remember everything that you know, that you've trained for and
Yeah.
do it all
Yeah,
in
like,
match
yeah.
You
perfectly.
see, like the top players drop easy punishes and in high pressure scenarios.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to give a shout out to Tommy King, who came out to the Adelaide event, and that SXC, and that was actually his first event
Really?
Yep.
offline
Jesus
ever.
Christ. Was he from?
Ever. And he's from Adelaide.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
Played on stream as well against you, Aaron.
Yeah, he fucking surprised me. Holy shit.
Yeah, so he had to play you on stream. That was like either his first or second match ever offline. It was really good.
That was his first match actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was my first game of the tournament. It was my first match.
Yeah.
Intense.
Yeah. Props to that
Props
guy, man. He was
to
good.
that
Like,
guy.
Like,
if he starts rocking up to more offline events, he'll do really well. He's really young as well.
yeah. First hitbox.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Man, if you can learn hitbox young and play lots of MKX while he's young, he's gonna body.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin as well. Justin, he's probably doing a HSC right now.
It's Justin you told
I
though,
want to
is
see
he?
good things from you after your HSC.
Oh man, I love Justin.
Yeah,
He needs to
good
come out
spec.
more often.
Spectral Mac.
It's hype.
Yeah,
So
like back on topic, right?
sorry.
Back on topic.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, so what's your character history, Googie? What have you? So you've told us about
Okay,
Assassin, and then you went to Aaron and Ermac.
I'll give you a quick rundown
Yeah.
so that we don't stop, keep stopping and going and stuff like that. So in Sydney, YSB, it was Aaron Black and a little bit of Ermac, but I'd just say full Aaron Black.
Yep.
Yep.
And then after that, I started picking up Cassie.
Yep.
And I think I played with Aaron, and I think I played with you as well at Aaron's place.
Yeah, I
Before
remember.
before I left to SEAM.
Yep.
Yep.
Southeast Asia Major in
Yep.
Thailand. And I was playing Cassie then.
Which
So in SEAM,
you won the exhibition,
Well,
right?
No, he won the tournament to get
I
the
want,
top
I
four.
want the
Oh, won the-
qualifiers for it.
Yeah, that's right. Huge, nice
Yeah.
man. Very cool stuff.
Thank you very much. And then, I versed the Quan player in the final and grand final. That one,
Dude, I
I was
remember
like,
at that tournament,
I know what to do now.
no one could block forward 1-3 with Aaron Black.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty funny.
People ate that shit all fucking day.
Let's just say Asia is a little bit behind
Yep.
with regards to NRS games.
Yeah.
I assume, yeah.
And then there was the Fatal 4 after that.
Yep, Battle 4. I got second. Now that I look back at it, I played really bad as well. Against this
Tim
Timothy.
Cruz. Tim de Cruz.
Yeah. He's from Philippines. Really, really strong player. And he just played Sub-Zero because he knew I had trouble playing against him. So he actually has a really good Johnny Cage. So I thought he was going to use Johnny Cage, but he just,
You
I guess,
put him
he
in
saw
losers
that.
initially.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I did.
You probably lose to Aaron Black, I think. And
I was
There you go.
so disappointed that they didn't stream the matches before that. Like, 'cause they only streamed like 3 matches or whatever. So
Yeah,
before
alright.
that, there was some pretty hype matches. Like I made like pretty crazy comeback to put him in losers. It was pretty sick.
Nice.
Man. No love for NRS games.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
you
in
can't,
Asia.
you can't say no love completely, but we're always gotta work a bit harder to grow our scene a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in Australia though. Like
Yeah, we're doing decent in
We're-
Australia.
it's pretty decent in Australia. Sure.
So
So-
actually, in saying that, right? So Tim de Cruz, he ran Grandmaster against you to beat your Cassie, and that match is fucking horrible for Cassie. But after you switched to Aaron Black and let's wait, after the reset, he won 3-0, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that probably. Yeah.
Okay, I know this is like a while away now. Well, it was from ages ago, but what did you do wrong?
So the main thing with Grandmaster Sub-Zero is you don't want to let him pull his clones out all day long unsafe. Like
Right.
you don't want him to pull out all these unsafe clones out. And I wasn't punishing or reacting to them at all with the EX slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge thing. And once he gets to corner, if you're not
Yeah,
punishing, it's,
Yeah, you're dead.
you're dead. So it was a very uphill battle because that was like a big thing that I was not doing. Yeah, and I think that's massive, especially in the corner, because you can EX slide with Aaron Black and you can
and-
reverse positions,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is massive.
Alright, so yeah, just little intricate like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must be pretty well versed in that matchup by now with all the Grandmaster sub action down in Melbourne.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Melbourne loves their Grandmasters.
Okay, like this is gonna be like controversial, right? But right now, right, who's the better Grandmaster, Tana or Kwa?
Oh, man, I don't want to say because
Come on, man.
Tana is the better Johnny. Let's just leave it at that.
That's the scoop. I'll give you guys the scoop. For some reason, in tournament, all right. So we have it's usually me, Tana, and KD are like usually top 3, something like that.
Yep.
and I always have the most trouble against Tana.
Yep.
But for some reason, KD he has never beaten me ever in tournament. So I beat KD like free, but Tana
Oh, there it is. we got tag on this.
shots fired. No. Alright, but for some reason, Tana seems to lose to KD everything, like, for the last like few roundabouts, and they always
Is it
end up,
Grandmaster Mirror?
yeah, they always end up doing the GM mirror, and for some reason, KD always takes it against Tana. So you draw your own conclusions from that.
This is like RCP stuff or RSP. It's like Googie beats Kwa, Tana. Oh wait, Kwa beats Tana, and Tana beats Googie, or it can beat Googie. Jesus.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny.
Alright. What was after? You went to Evo straight after that, I think.
Yeah, I think I went to CEO first.
Alright. Actually, I see you did pretty good if I remember. You went to losers finals of pools, I think.
Yeah, I got out of pools in
Alright.
CEO to losers.
Yeah.
And then I lost my first match straight away, but
Because you lost to Glitch Pag or Pag Glitch or something, if I remember.
yeah, he used Kung Lao.
Yeah, Buzzsaw. Jesus Christ.
I remember watching that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went CEO traveling for tournaments is really fun, especially the bigger American tournaments, because man, there are so many players. Like the hall is massive. You get to play like pretty much at any minute of the day. Like there were heaps of setups, like 16
Oh man.
setups or something like that. Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember if
And
it was you who said it, but like it might have been you, but it might have been someone else. I can't remember. But basically, obviously they have a much bigger player base there, right? And tournaments are much bigger.
Yeah.
But the first few guys you play are free, right? As in they don't know shit about the game.
Actually, no. I played Rio from
Rio, you mean?
Rio, yeah.
From New
so
Jersey?
Rio? Yeah, I can't remember how he says his name. He's a really cool guy. Shout out to him. The funny thing was, this is the most funniest thing that ever happened. I went to CEO, right? And
Yep.
my first day there, I just landed in America. I went to the venue, and I started playing casuals, right?
Yep.
And then a few hours in, I met up with Darth Armor.
Yeah, Darth Armor's a sick. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. And I wanted to play him in casuals, and he
Yep.
goes, "Oh, I'm playing a game. Here, play my friend." And I don't know who his friend is, right? I sit down, his friend plays me, and we play for like a good 2 hours or whatever.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he's playing Quan Chi and Katana, and I'm asking him, "Oh, what are you doing here? Like, how come I'm struggling with this, blah blah blah." And he's a really nice guy. He's explaining everything to me about his two characters.
Yeah.
And then next minute, it's Rio, the guy I'm playing first. In the
Oh my god.
So the next day, that was the first day, the Friday, and then the next day I played him in the first round and I beat him. I feel kind of bad because he basically explained to me,
All the holes in his
All
game.
of-
So
all the stuff that he was doing. So
it could have been like PL was like, no casuals before tournament. Oh, no casuals with my man.
yeah, I don't really like that. I don't like that kind of attitude.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to win by gimmicks. You want to just outplay your opponents.
Yeah,
At the same time, you want to keep some gimmicks as in for like the the quick comeback, or if you're down like heaps of life or some shit. But
Yeah.
for the most part, you want to still outplay them.
Especially he's supposed to be an ambassador. He came down on, basically
For free.
money, sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he should be helping our scene. They paid him to come here and socialize. And,
But he can't afford to lose, man. That pride.
yeah.
I think with our scene in general, I can't imagine going to a major, or our equivalent of a major, I guess, and not playing casuals because it's the only chance we get to play each other.
Yeah, no, it's even though we had that whole weekend in Adelaide, I didn't play a lot of players that I wanted to play against.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. There's
Actually,
never-
I think I played you in that one tournament set. That was it.
Yeah, I know
Far
exactly. And I didn't even play you when I was in Sydney a couple of days ago.
Far out.
So I haven't played for a while. Yeah, so that's
Oh, yeah. You got a lot of tournament experience against Yusuf at least, right?
yeah. I played Cabjoy and Yusuf and Arnold, a bit against Arnold as well.
Alright.
I still haven't played Arnold since OHN.
Did you?
Seriously.
I
Oh
don't like
man,
too much.
I need to. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
What happened? Alright, so after yeah, you lost to Glitch, and who were your losers?
Who put me?
Was it Kush or whatever you said? I think
No,
you
no,
told me
no, no,
ages ago.
no. No, it wasn't him. It was this guy used Kung Jin.
Alright, some Cuban guy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, he used Kung Jin. The
Shaolin, right?
Shaolin. He put me in losers, and then I had to beat everyone in losers, and he lost against DJT in winners final.
Yeah, fair enough
So
for
like,
that.
there's no way I was going to come out of that pool in winners.
Yeah.
It's just because DJT was in our pool,
Hmm.
and then I got the rematch against him, and I quickly adjusted a couple of things that was bad against him,
Yeah.
which was with Kung Jin, he has that low disc, so
Yeah.
in any string you got to be so careful to block low.
Yeah.
So you can just throw out that disc. Yeah, and I wasn't doing that in the first match, so he kept catching me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just started blocking that, and he got frustrated. And then yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, it's amazing. It's the funniest thing is it's amazing that how so many US players, like, you think like they're so much better than us, but
Yeah.
they get really frustrated as well. Like
Yeah, man.
yeah, they
The mental health bar is too short, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, for every time they drop a combo, they lose like 50% life on the mental health bar.
yeah.
So that was CEO. After CEO, what was that? I think it's Evo, right?
Yeah, I played a few things between CO and Evo, but
really?
I think
Oh yeah, you went
Yeah.
to the locals. You went to
Yeah,
the
the
EG. You nearly beat Mustard. Jesus
oh
Christ.
yeah, nearly beat Mustard. But he came back with Shinnok.
Yeah, down to.
And then I lost. That was a really fun tournament as well in California. Yeah, that was sweet.
So
And then I played a few locals there, and then I think by the time Evo came around, it's kind of sad to say, but I kind of lost motivation to practice and to play well. Because first of all, you've been traveling for a while now.
Yeah.
And I didn't travel with anyone that played MKX.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring a setup. I couldn't really practice
Yeah.
anything like that. Like, I could only go to these locals and just play with people.
Yeah.
So it was really hard to stay sort of on top of labbing and stuff like that. And then I also saw my pool, which I had a pretty tough pool for Evo. I had MIT and Katana Prime, Yemi Kush. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
Yemi
what I got it.
Kush.
And a few other players that I recognized. It was a really tough pool.
Yeah.
And so because I didn't have a setup to practice on, I was just like, yeah, I kind of like gave up before the tournament, which is really, really bad, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I obviously just got mopped.
But how'd you go Evo anyways? Like.
I lost. I won. I think I won two or three matches, and then I lost to MIT, and then MIT lost against Katana Prime, and I was like, oh god, I'm like, even if I get through losers, I'm gonna have to play MIT again.
Yeah.
And then I played Yomi Kush, and he had a really sick Kodokan.
Yo.
Yeah. And he was doing exactly what we were talking about, in this podcast, which was trip guarding. I was jumping in, and he would just walk back a little bit and punish me with Kodokan. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
dude, Kodo's back one and forward one, man. It's the easiest trip card tools in the game.
Yeah, he was definitely using his tools very, very strongly. So, yeah.
So then I guess it's a pretty big break until SXC between Evo and that, or is there something else in there?
OHN?
Oh yeah, OHN.
Oh,
How
duh.
could we forget
Oh
OHN,
my
dude?
god, I forgot about OHN. Dear Lord. Maybe I'll just leave this call and leave you guys to do the podcast.
Yeah, so OHN.
Alright, so OHN, man.
Oh, is that one? So what's your mentality coming off the back of Evo, having what, like a month, if that? What was the gap? When was OHN? It was like September, right?
September
Yeah,
11th.
It's like
Evo was at the end of July, I think.
Holy crap, it's like a good 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah.
so this is where you start looking at like crap loads of characters, right? Because I know you played Katana again. I know you played Tremor again.
Oh
You
yeah.
played Cassie a lot more. You played what was
Shinnok.
it? Tremor? Oh no, I already said Tremor. Shinnok
Yeah.
is what I was thinking of. Yeah, Shinnok.
Yeah, I man, you know, this was when he was like fully broken.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he was dumb.
Yeah. So I messed around with him for a little bit before OHN. Yeah, like that's the thing with me. I like to. It's hard for me to just to stick to one character
Yeah.
and just play that one character. I'm not sure how Aaron does this, so we gotta definitely ask him why, yeah, how he's such a character and variation loyalist as well. But for some reason, I like to mess around with different characters because it sort of refreshes my experience with the game. And I'm like, oh, this character is this. I never noticed it. You know, it's pretty fun. And I'll mess around with it, play some, you know, online, play some local games with it. And it
Yeah.
just, for some reason, it keeps me like sort of like refreshed in the game
Yeah.
and hungry, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure how you do it, Aaron. You have to explain it to us.
Like, dude, for the most part, it's just wanting to be the best with the character, man. Like, long story short, it's ego. Legit. I just want to be the best with the character. I want to be the best with I want to be the best Crymancer, man. And it just so happens that no one fucking likes to use the character, so it's easier.
Uh,
Yeah, it was the same in Injustice. I played Joker in that game, and everyone thought Joker was ass. I'm like, oh yeah, sick. You know, I only need to compete with the shitboxes of the community. Because no one actually could play the character. Like Sonic Fox tried to play him for a while, but I don't know, I guess even he thought he was wasn't competitive enough to win consistently.
yeah. Do you ever get bored with the character? Because
Nah.
that's a problem that I have when I
Nah,
play characters for long.
dude, it's like that's the thing. Like, with Cry, like it took me ages to to break down the character entirely, right? Pre-patch it was even less tech to work with for him, right? But I'm always trying to find new shit, and after even like little intricate things, like an options like to chase down a certain wake up or something, right? There's like even if I run out of stuff to find with for Cry, like in particular, then for that character, instead I get to work out setups for for how to fight other characters bullshit.
Right, yeah.
It's just knowing your own character inside now, and plus and being able to apply it to other characters. I just like labbing way too much.
Yeah, that patience is something I wish I had. Because like I definitely kind of get character loyalty now that I'm playing. I'll say 90% Goro.
Right.
But like the big thing for me is if I'm not playing against someone, I get so sick of training mode. I'm like, all right, I'll practice some execution. You know, pardon me, practice some of the option select stuff that I know. But I'm not like super invested in finding heaps of new stuff necessarily. Like
Yeah.
I like figuring out the new stuff as I play rather than blabbing. But no,
Yeah.
like definitely like I could definitely just play Goro against in different matchups against people for a very, very long time and not get bored of it for sure.
Right. Okay.
Like how long do you spend training mode? I'm pretty sure you spend a good few hours. Or at least a day.
No, like what, lifetime or like what are you
Yeah,
talking
like
about?
lifetime, like in total you spend training mode
I'm
with
not,
Gex.
I'm not too sure how much time I spend in training mode. To be honest, most of my time in training mode is um, corner combos.
Yeah.
So getting down the corner combo. I usually my method with learning a character is I choose the variation character and then I YouTube the combos.
Yeah.
And so then I go to practice mode and just do the combos over and over again until I got them down pat.
Yeah.
And then I just play with the character as
Alright.
much as possible. Yeah. Like my training mode, I'm sort of like, I guess, sort of like Cabjoy, where I lose patience with training mode. Like I don't really like the very intricate stuff. Like, oh, so what do I do against this character's wake up? You know, how do I break this character? Like I'm not that much of a lab monster, so to speak. I'm more of a
Yeah.
play the character and figure it out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although with that, one thing I will mention, something I do, I'm sure you do it too, Googie, and I know Aaron does, and I'm sure Vlad doesn't.
Is Vlad even still here? He's still alive, Vlad?
I don't even
I'm
know.
here.
Alright.
Is like if I'm playing and there's something that I can't figure out, then I'll replay that situation
Yeah.
and try to break it down. Like, for example, blocking Kung Lao's orbital hat, breaking down what his options are and what my options are, and seeing what's better for me in that situation, for example.
Yeah.
Because that's something that happens a lot. So yeah, if there's particular situations that I'm thinking of, I'll lab that. But obviously, like that doesn't take a hell of a lot of time to figure out for the most part.
Alright, see, the shit that I do, man, like, yeah, I'll have the situation, right? And then I'll think, okay, what is the next progression of that mix-up? You know, what would they want to do if I start doing this?
Yeah.
And then I'll just start, trying to think of options. Actually, one of the best examples of this, right? Back in Injustice, one of the concepts for Black Adam was he'll knock you down, with a hard knockdown, and he'll do a cross-up jump to, right, into like an ambiguous mix-up because he can dive kick or not dive kick.
Yep.
And then I would just always wake up dash. And in my head, I'm like, okay, eventually he's gonna start doing wake up dive kick to punish me, or like a delayed dive kick to catch my forward dash. But no one ended up doing it in the lifetime of the game, so I never actually had to do it, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember it was SS 2K14, I think. Yeah, SS 2K14, right? Playing Rico Suave. I forward dashed it twice. Third time, dive kicked. I'm like, oh shit. What was I meant to do after he does this again?
Yeah.
You finally had
That's
the match you were prepared for. Finally.
That's I think that's the main reason why I get bored so easily with characters, because our space between mages is
Yeah.
so big.
Oh
Like,
yes.
it's just massive, and so like I it's hard for me to stay motivated, stay hungry and be like, okay, I gotta break down these matches,
Yeah.
and break down all these, So
'Cause that's the thing.
hopefully we get more events in next year. Yeah.
It's like the week before a test, the week before a major. You kind of think about
Yeah.
who's in your pool or who you got to play and what are
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
things you need to know about the character.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the fun part. Like when you get the pools.
Yeah.
And,
Alright, yeah. You do predictions
like
like
people.
Jacob.
Yeah, they were like totally wrong. Shout outs to me.
Jacob, the amateur psychic.
But yeah, like cramming for a major was like huge for me in BAM because I literally tried to break down the PL matchup the day of the game.
Yeah.
And I was trying to remember shit mid-match and I was like, oh god damn, this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely need some experience with the character, playing against someone that plays the character.
Yeah, for sure.
Playing Sam back then, learning.
Sam's like he picked up the character like 2 days before that or some shit.
No, he picked up the character at the tournament because PL told him the character.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, so what was that?
We even talk about OHN?
Oh yeah, we didn't. Fuck. Alright, yeah. So, well, actually, what happened in OHN? Who's your first match of OHN? Let's pull up the challenge again.
Me? You guys talking about me?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
two are in the same pool, weren't you?
No.
No, we're different pools. My first match.
Alright, I'm pulling up the challenge now.
I think I played Reese for sure from Adelaide.
Alright, here we go. I got it. Your first match was Robbie Burrup, so I'm guessing that's Reese.
Yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah, he played Sonya, and I played Lasher, and no one knew what was going on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Lucky
because
Jump
you had
back the
the katana, the tremor, the Shinnok, the Cassie, and then you turned up and played Takeda, and we're all like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's this
That
guy
was
doing?
horrible, man.
Yeah.
Dude, jump back forward 1, jump back forward 2. No one knew how to deal with that shit.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty funny. I played with the guys in Melbourne, and a few of them just like sort of gave up after they played that character for a while. They're like, "What do I do here?" And then I played Tana, and he figured out things straight away. Like he ran after I jumped
Yeah.
back. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
just ran on the other side.
Yeah, trip guard use, you land and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So
But that's still risky, man. Like, you could just do normal jump 1.
yeah,
All the way down.
fucking just down 3 instead of jumping. Yeah.
Oh god, that shit was crazy. But yeah, after that, you played Venge Sim, which is a New South Wales player. Played
Yeah.
Gora.
For a player.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you don't remember much from him, but it says you 3-0'd him here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
After that, you played Googie. Oh no, not Googie. Fuck, what the hell you played? You played Oaks.
Yeah.
He was just about to fight his endurance matches and he had to fight the mirror match like in MK1.
Yeah,
that was
old school Mortal. I remember that from old school Mortal Kombat. You had to do that mirror match, right?
Yeah.
On the towers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Good times.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But Oaks, you beat Oaks 3-0. I think Oaks. Who did Oaks run? He ran Covert Sonya against you, I think, right?
Yeah, I think he ran Sonya, and then he ran one Mournful Katana at the end.
Alright. and he didn't really know how to deal with Jump Back 1 as well.
Yeah.
No one knew how to, like, seriously, if you haven't fought that before in casuals, you're not gonna figure that out in tournament unless you're like fucking Daigo or Christie or something.
Yeah, you're gonna be like a very strong underrated skill in tournaments is the
Adaptability,
ability
man.
to adjust so quickly and
Yeah.
yeah, like be so present, I guess, with the game, with the match
Yeah.
as it's happening. And
Yeah. Dude, that's
one of the-
Arnold's strength, man.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
that's absolutely strength. That's why he doesn't actually need to practice that much because he figures things out straight away, like
Yeah.
after like one game. So yeah, so
Yeah,
if you
Gilbagz
bring
is
something
just-
new out, like yeah, you gotta hope it's like best of one game.
Shout outs to Royal Rumble. Yeah, bitches.
Oh my god. My joke. I choked so bad.
So yeah, you had a pixel and then you fucking dropped your combo and he killed you.
Yeah.
You became a
Oh
back.
no. Don't bring that up. I
Yeah.
was so happy, and then you pulled the number after mine, and then anyway, the Royal Rumble never happened. Let's move on.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Googie. Actually, let's talk about that, right? Because like, this is still on the topic of Ocean, anyways.
Yeah.
Because James is the one who took you out that tournament in
Yeah.
Rumble, remember?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Man, I just changed character every single
Yeah. He's like
every-
Ryan Watson or something.
yeah, and I played Tremor Aftershock. Oh no, not Aftershock.
Crystalline.
Crystalline, yeah. Actually, that's like I didn't put much work in with him at all, so I didn't know. Aftershock, I would have won.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure because I know the Sub-Zero matchup with Aftershock, but with Crystalline, playing against Cabjoy's Crystalline the other day as well with Grandmaster, and
Yeah.
when you do the EX downwards
Yeah,
rock
the
thing,
clone absorbs it.
it breaks. Yeah. It absorbs the clone absorbs it, and you don't even. It's too slow to punish his unsafe clones as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once he got me in a corner, like it was, his corner game's obviously really good. So
Yo, Thunder.
yeah.
Alright. So back to the actual tournament. After that, you played Vlad. Oh yeah, Vlad. Do you want to jump in for this part too?
Nah.
Sure.
I
Up
think
and
you're alright.
clarify a few things. Yeah.
Was this pre-top 8? Or was
No, this is top 8.
This is top 8 now, okay.
So, Vlad. What? Do you have any words to say to Googie?
I don't think he remembers that OHN happened.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I ran into a wall.
So basically, the game that we were playing on wasn't fully patched or hotfixed. So, Jax, his combos were near to impossible to connect. So yeah, and
Oh, I feel bad.
Even if everything was okay, I think the matchup, not character matchup, but our matchup was probably in your favor, because I couldn't deal with like the jump back one.
yeah, I
and
noticed
think
that
I would have
against
adapted
Jax,
in that time period.
it's hard. It's actually that Lasher versus Jax matchup is actually very hard to deal with the jump
Yeah.
back
Every
because
time you
usually
jump back one, I try to catch you with a dash punch, but the distance just wasn't enough, and
Yeah.
And then every time I did my projectile, you just did as well, which is safe.
yeah the kick.
Yeah, definitely something I would have been keen to have like grinded out, but limitations.
Needed the 45-degree angle heavy weapons machine gun.
Yeah, mate. That's the answer.
As good as Nightwing's Scatter Bomb.
Dude, man, you're gonna teach him. He's gonna learn today, man. Oh, yeah. After that you played Arnold and you beat him in winners 3-2.
Yeah.
But you switched to Shinnok in the last game, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. He beat me. I think it was 2-1, and I switched to Shinnok, and then somehow beat him with in 2 games. Yeah, so that was good.
I remember being upset about you winning just because I didn't want to play Arnold again. Because like I hadn't played you in so long, and I hadn't played the Takeda much, so I was like, there's a chance if I play Googie I can win, but Arnold's gonna body me. There was like a glimmer of hope, and then you beat Arnold, and I was like, no, not this again.
I think at that stage, in my mind, if I had to play you, I would have not picked Takeda. I think
Okay.
I would have picked Shinnok against
Okay.
you. I think. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember.
thinking that. I was like, because I played you in casuals, and
Mm,
you adjusted pretty quickly to the jump back. And
yeah.
besides that, I had no real game plan with Takeda.
Yeah.
Outside
'Cause
of jump back.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember chasing you down because Quan's jump one was so good, so I could just follow
I
you
was
back.
like, wow, like he was one of the only characters that can chase that back.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Probably Codal as well, or maybe.
Yeah.
Is Ferritor's jump one long range, or is that
Yeah. Yeah.
is that
Feral's was
is
pretty
that
good.
only without Tor on her back? I mean,
No, no, her normal jump normals doesn't matter if she has it or not.
okay, fair
Or
enough.
if he has it or not.
Fair enough. Shinnok, yeah, I don't know how that would have gone. Yeah, I think I remember playing your Shinnok at YSB in casuals
Oh
again.
yeah.
Like I think I was using like Sorcerer
mm,
in casuals, and it was just it didn't feel fun.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
Shinnok,
yeah,
that's the one.
from YSB to OHN, that was post-patch and pre-patch Shinnok.
Yeah.
Post-patch Shinnok isn't that, it's not as like obnoxious.
Not as
Yeah,
obnoxious.
no way he's broken. No
Still,
way he's that broken. Yeah, he's
I
still
think
good.
yeah, I think he's just a very good, well-rounded character
Yeah.
with good tools.
Yeah,
Yeah. If his damage was any higher, he'd probably be broken, but his damage is pretty well moderated, I think.
yeah.
Alright, Jake, you want to keep going on tournaments or you want to move on to KP2? We spent a while on tournaments already.
Yeah, let's just do a quick overview. How are you? Do you want to tell us a little bit about your online tournaments, Googie? How do you think they're going
Oh
so
yeah.
far?
Yeah. So I started hosting online tournaments very recently, a couple of months back, and so I plan on continuing to do that. Um, it's on PS4. It's usually every month, besides December, because I'm all over the place this month. So there's no way I could have hosted it.
Yeah.
So the next one will be in January.
Yep.
Usually there's a pot bonus, and we've had a few people interested in sponsoring the next
Oh,
online tournament in January. So we'll
ESL?
have latest. That's the only problem with the ESL. I don't think we have the numbers for it.
Yeah.
So I can see all the numbers. I can see all the viewers. I can see, all the views of our videos and stuff like that. I don't think we have the numbers
Yeah.
to support a
Yeah.
week. Like because ESL's weekly.
Yeah.
For like 8 weeks or whatever. So we're doing it monthly, and our numbers are smaller than Europe.
Yeah.
But Europe doesn't have massive numbers or anything like that.
It's
Like I asked,
supposed to actually go.
yeah, I asked Ketchup about the numbers that they get in Europe, and he said, they get like 70,
Oh, what?
70, 80 a week. Yeah,
Oh, that's per week though.
Yeah.
How much do we get? Like 50-ish on a good day?
yeah, we get about 40 to 50, like usually closer to 50. If we had the whole Australian community, then we'd have a lot more.
We could easily get. This, oh
Yeah.
man, I remember I was watching, right? And on the stream chat, or not the stream chat, but on King of the Hill, you have the side chat.
Yeah,
And then someone was actually, I think I still have the screen cap. Let me pull it up. It was like, are you guys entering Googie's online tournament, right? And they're like, oh, nah, I'm not that good yet, or I'm not that competitive, or whatever. Like, if those guys join, man, we could easily make numbers.
Mm.
yeah. That's the thing with a lot of people that don't really play tournaments yet, is that they feel like they have this perfectionist sort of attitude where I have to be completely ready if I'm going to play that tournament.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not play it. And so that holds a lot of people back from playing tournaments.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's the complete opposite. Like, to get good, you can't have that attitude. You have to go out there and get bodied and get the experience, and that's the quickest way. So unfortunately, yeah.
Exactly.
But
And I mean, like, there's, pardon me, there's no risk entering your online tournaments either.
Yeah, man, it's fun. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's free, and you're supporting the event, which is very important as well.
Exactly, and we get to see, some, we have people like Saget,
Hey, Carl.
that Queensland
shout
kid,
Castiel.
Castiel.
I'm Castiel. Yeah, shout out to him. He's like 17, and he got second in the first tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
it's like you guys are no better than me, but point is, we have these great online players who no one would know about, but because of this tournament, we start
Yeah,
talking about them. We start to get to know
yeah,
these
they're like
people.
household names for the online scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now SAG's part of the offline scene.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
good.
Okay, just quickly, right? If you were to go through all the online players, who you got you got Boys, which is New Zealand.
yeah.
You
Boy,
got-
we got. You got. You can go.
RC Johnny or Johnny RC something. Oh no, what's his name? Revenant JC.
Revenant JC, yeah, he's one of the top players online at the moment. He's from New
Ah.
Zealand as well.
Yeah, I think his name's I can't remember his name. Something. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Jonathan Chin or something like that.
Yeah. I think something that's his name.
Who else we got? Yeah, holy crap, I can't remember the rest of the guys. We got who's the Sonya player, the demo player?
He's gonna be. His name's just on the tip of my
Inconvenience.
Yeah, and Inconvenience. Yeah, shout out to him. Like he's an online regular as well. We got Tommy King, who's also a regular online. I'm Castiel.
You got Andre 31
course.
or Andy R31, whatever.
He actually came to a few offline events.
Oh really? That's sick.
Yeah, he's in Melbourne, so
Oh, that's
he'll
awesome, man.
definitely. If we host something in February or like BAM and stuff, he'll definitely be there.
No, yeah, it'd be awesome
Nice.
to meet these
Yeah.
guys.
He's a really cool guy as well. Yeah. So
Yeah, who are the other top players so far? I haven't played online for a while now.
Are these
Yeah.
like, as well as being the online tournament scene, are these just the same guys you would see if you jumped online on an average day?
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
check
man, if
the
you
room?
jumped on, they're definitely on.
Yeah. yeah, they love the online scene. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of them just really love MKX.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that like they're all split up.
Yeah.
And also some of them don't live close enough to, just to sort of attend like casual offline events.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's a big journey for them to sort of get there.
Yeah,
But some of them started like Tommy King and Sagard. You
Yeah.
found out that Sagard lives really close to you, right? Or something
yeah,
like
it
that.
was like a 10-15 minute drive away.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, these guys need to start coming out, man. Like, just find your local scene, or even if you don't have a local scene, man, try start one up. Seriously, man. Like, Jacob, you can attest to this, man. Like,
Yeah.
this shit
Yeah.
started back in 2013.
Yeah,
Like-
Aaron randomly contacts. Like, I don't know if you just posted a thread and I responded.
Yeah, on the Ozhadou forums.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like,
for OH and X.
yeah. Who wants to play MK9? Does anyone play MK9? I'm like, what the fuck? We're gonna have MK9 at YSB or OHN? Is this serious? I love this game.
Yeah,
But I'm just playing CoF at the moment.
Going across all the forums, man, and getting everyone. Dude,
Yeah.
I think we had like, it was like 30, 40 people who actually were willing to travel interstate to come play the game.
Yeah, I mean Sydney.
awesome, yeah.
Sydney can legitimately, if we were to get all the people who have entered past YSBs to come to one event, we would be able to break like 60 easy.
Yeah, easily, dude.
It's ridiculous. Like we actually have potentially a very strong and thriving scene. I mean, we still do. We still get like 20 to 30, which is not bad at all by any means. But
Yeah.
it could be
Yeah.
even bigger.
Yeah. it
So
could
like
be.
any of you players who live near big cities and anyone who doesn't, even if you like have a uni, for example, try
Yeah.
to start a club, like if you got an FGC or even just a video game society, you could try to organize something there, see if people are keen on playing.
Yep.
Yeah, just get a couple of people, try to start playing MKX if it's what you love, and just go from there. And yeah, in line with that, like just go out on a whim and enter Googie's online tournament because it's like
Yeah.
it's the
You have
perfect.
nothing to lose.
Exactly, it's the perfect way. Like if you lose, no one knows who you really are. No one's gonna blow you up. No one cares. Like we're all here to have fun and just get better, basically. So definitely a great place to try to level up as a player and get some exposure and get a taste. Like I think that's the most important thing. Once you like feel yourself going through a bracket in a tournament, it feels good and you want to do it again.
Yeah.
And
And,
not just that,
we-
man. The friends you make in the
Oh, yeah.
offline scene, man. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, like I've had some of the most fun in the last 3 years because of
Mm.
fighting games.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, Dan Godspeed, he joined the scene. I don't know, like a few months ago. And what's good? I'm nursing him back to life at SXC because he's drunk off his ass.
Oh man, what a guy.
Seriously, guys, all you online guys out there, you guys gotta come out to events. Once you guys have your taste of offline, you guys have to come back. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like a drug.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I can't even begin to process the amount of people and the amount of friends I've made just by playing fighting games. As weird as it sounds, like so many different little communities and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're probably not gonna have time to go through like potential patch wish list. I
Yeah.
don't think we should
Right.
be going for like too much longer. But
How long
let's
have we been going?
we're going
Let's just
we've
finish off with Combat Pack 2. I think I'm
yeah
pretty sure
I
everyone
yeah
would want to hear about that.
exactly. So we've been speaking for like an hour and 5 minutes.
Alright.
So
One last thing for the online stuff.
yep.
Hey Googie, are you familiar with a faith with 3 eyes?
Yeah, I've seen him online before. I don't think he's ever entered the online tournament.
Yeah, this is the screen cap I have, right? This is the transcript from the King of the Hill, right? I screen capped when I saw it before. Faith is like anyone doing Googie's Tony. Shadow Slayer 1140, do you know him?
I've heard of him. Yep.
Yeah, he's like nope, and like Faith's like haha, me now they're just checking. Shadow Slayer's into the competitive scene. Faith's like emoticon whatever. Iceman, he's like not sure. And Faith is like nah, same, lol, not good enough, haha. Guys, it doesn't matter if you're not good enough, guys. Like playing is oh god. Like I need to find a quote of the guy on Facebook where, like he wanted to come to SXC. He knew he wasn't gonna do well, but he just wanted to come out and learn. This whole thing's a learning experience. You learn more from a loss than a win.
Yep.
So guys,
And
all your online players, come out and enter these tournaments, man. You'll have a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot. You
Yeah.
won't regret it.
Yeah, and not only that, but if, like, for example, the online tournament is so easy because all you got to do is just enter and sign up. But if you don't support the events offline as well as online or whatever, like whatever's easiest for you, you actually will miss out on, like future bigger streams and like because a lot of us that plays offline events and online events, we love to watch.
Yeah.
And we love to watch like top 8 action, like all the good players duke it out. If you don't support these offline and online events, like in the future, you won't have all these awesome, streams and stuff to watch. So that's another thing. So
Definitely
to think about. Yeah.
very important because like we definitely for these tournaments, they are not typically profitable ventures for the people running them, so they rely on
man.
sponsors.
Yeah, everything's
And-
purely for the community, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for sponsors to want to be interested, they need to make sure that people are attending and people are watching us play as well, because numbers are the biggest thing. Eyes are the biggest things for an advertiser or a sponsor.
Yep.
So do whatever you can,
absolutely.
whether it is just tuning into the online tournaments or any
coming out to the offline
tournament,
ones,
coming
yeah.
out to them, playing in them. And just quickly, in relation to just before Aaron was saying, you can learn more off a loss than a win. Ask questions as well. That's a very, very big thing. If something happens and you get beaten by it and you're not sure why, ask us. If you play online and you have a mic, maybe online's not the best setting, but if you come to any of the offline events,
Actually, have you finished first?
yeah, I was gonna say if you come to any of the offline events, even if we're not chatting heaps while we're playing, 99% of the time, the majority of players there are happy to talk to you about the matchup. We all play it because we love it and we love learning more about the game and want to get better. So if you ask a question, it helps us as much as it helps you. So ask questions, and that's definitely the quickest way to learn for sure.
Yeah.
I think it is a humility thing. I mean, like, fuck, even I don't
even
wanna
lad.
ask, like, even I don't ask questions because it's like, even till now, I didn't know which way to take. It's like one or two.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask because then I'm like, how
Yeah.
could you not know that by
Yeah.
now? So I'd rather just guess.
But like in the other
as-
situation, right? If you're playing a new player and you're bodying them, you neither of you are talking. If they asked you a question, I know you would be happy to answer it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I have run into new people, we'll be playing, and I want to tell them some stuff, but I don't want to come across as, I don't know, as a kind of
you-
mental
lad.
kind of guy, or
Yeah,
Maybe
like a
better-
dick
I
saying
don't
you
know
should.
their level.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they need to show me they want, and then I'll be all willing to help them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some of them don't
Yeah.
care, some of them actually really do care.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I need,
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, no one's gonna like I don't know, or even this is rather charged. No one's gonna eat for asking questions, right? Just reach out if you're unsure about stuff.
Yeah.
But in saying that, right? Yeah, I was playing online, like I don't know, like before SXC, right? It's like a good 2 weeks before SXC.
Yep.
And I was playing some guy in a cryo mirror, and I beat him pretty badly. And then he quits it out. I'm like, no, this guy rage quit on me. And then he sends me an invite to training mode and asks me to jump on mic to teach him exactly what the hell's going on.
That's sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's awesome.
So like, it's
That's
just,
you know, I've never heard of that happening. So that's
Uh, this has
shout out
happened.
to
This has
yeah,
happened
I
to
gotta
me
find
as
his
well.
tag again, but yeah.
Not to that extent, but I met a very notable person. You probably won't know this guy Googie, but a very notable person in our little Sydney community. I met Fuzz because he asked me questions about like how to get better, basically. He sends me a message after a King of the Hill, and he's like, "Oh man, I really love what you're doing. I think I was playing Cabal, like off the back of watching Michelangelo and shit like that. So just doing dumb run cancel stuff. He's like, "Oh man, you're bodying all these people. This is sick." Yeah. Oh, I think I was playing a bunch of different characters actually, because he's like, "Oh, I see you play a lot of different characters. Um, do you know anything about Sindel or Striker?" And I'm like, "Dude, they're the two characters I don't know anything about." And then that's when I start to get to know Fuzz.
Yeah,
And
if
then
you
I
guys don't know
think through
Fuzz, he's one of the most
Fuzz,
awesome people.
I think through Fuzz and Miles is where I started talking to you, Vlad. And then through you
Yeah.
and those three, Cav, and then it all just opens up. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
crazy. These like a whole side of my life has developed from one message from one guy online, which is a pretty crazy thing to consider.
The power of video games.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, were you trying to say something, Aaron?
Actually forgot now. Actually, no, there's nothing. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to that guy who like asked me to come in training mode with him.
That's amazing. That's incredible. All right, so let's move on to KP2.
Yep.
All right, this blew my mind a little bit. I was like, since the dawn of MKX, Vlad and I have been slowly touching our pants, saying if cyber smoke was a thing, but no, he'll never come to the game. He'll never come to MKX. It'll never happen, and it happened.
Fujin, 100% Fujin. He'll be back.
they, they can't leave him out twice in a row. But Cybersmoke doesn't have a chance, and we got him, and I'm so unbelievably happy to have Cyborgs. Like I don't love Cyrex. I've never loved Cyrex, but I love Sector and I love Smoke. So I'm willing to love Cyrex for the sake of
Cyrax
having
is
the
so
other
cool. I was rewatching Tony T vs Tom Brady today,
two. Yeah.
Indy,
Yeah, I was hype.
and just like Cyrax, his mannerisms, everything about him so cool. Like that
Yeah.
flip kick he does and his little jumps.
Yeah.
Such a cool character. And
Do
I
you-
think all the variations will share that kind of base
Yeah, basement.
with just style.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm super interested to see.
Nah, dude, you guys are forgetting about the real prize of fucking cake, man. Leatherface, man. Come on, you guys have been hyped for that shit fucking forever, man.
You know what? Like,
Yeah.
the
Day one
The-
request.
the more I watched the trailer, the less I cared that he was in it. Sorry, I should say, the less I was upset by him being in it. Because I watched it again, I was like, you know what, he actually looks more interesting than Jason to me. And then Vlad and I had this discussion where it's like, if Leatherface wasn't the one that was put in and we got any other X character from MK, because, you know, everyone says, oh, well, Leatherface was a dumb choice, we could have had this other 20 MK characters. Well, it's like, do we want to keep playing the same characters, or do we want
But
a chance?
man. Fujin.
What? If
We need
Fujin, yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, you've got this
Yeah.
brand new character that's not gonna be based off something from the past, so it's a chance for a completely fresh
Yeah.
bit of gameplay, really.
See, are people annoyed that Leatherface is in the game, or are they annoyed that he's essentially taken?
They're more
Someone
annoyed
else's
that he
role.
took a slot. Than,
Yeah, for sure.
So
I think
if Fujin was still in, then people would be okay with Leatherface.
but then you're missing someone. So he's still taking a slot regardless.
Exactly, like you can always go back
Yeah.
into like the MK roster and pick a character.
mm,
Where's Serena? Where's Natara? Where's Lime?
Yeah.
at
Um,
first, sorry, you go, Aaron.
But no,
I was gonna say at first I was like, what the hell with Leatherface? But the more I think about it, it's probably a bit more like what the hell with Boracho. Like I'm personally happy to see what they do with Boracho. Like I kind of anticipate like that's someone that I wouldn't have minded having back. But when when you put an MK character in who, as far as I'm aware, isn't as highly requested as at least like 20 other characters, you got to start to wonder like why that decision was made. What are they basing that off?
people want a Baracho from what I remember.
I think the favorite, and like the same way they brought Kenshi back after Deception.
Yeah.
And Baracho's story is like he's, you know, the Grandmaster, isn't he? He taught Liu Kang and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's got a unique style.
Shujinko, yeah. Taught Shujinko.
So I think he's okay.
Alien, man.
Looks.
Yeah, I saw someone say, because they're obviously people are annoyed that half the roster is guest characters, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then some guy on Test might made a post, and you know, if it was Warner Brothers influence that really pushed them to put those guest characters, then within the 4 characters in this pack, they've given us essentially 4.5 MK characters
Yes.
with Triborg, Baracho, and even in that last guest, they still put, you know, the Takata and Baraka shit in there. So
Yeah.
so this pack is more MK than the last pack was, really.
Yeah. I think this was.
I mean, they did a pretty good job with incorporating Baraka. I think, though, that said, like, as much as, you know, a lot of diehard MKX or MK fans want, like, the old existing characters to...
Did Googie drop out?
Yeah, I think Googie just dropped out. You
go
there?
from there. Yo, Googie. Yeah, there we go. Now you're back.
I must have disconnected.
Yeah, can you repeat what you said?
So, just saying, you know, as much as all the diehard MK fans want, like, the existing characters from MK9 and stuff like that back in the game, I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is, you know, like, they're really catering to, like, they have the numbers of who downloads these DLC
Yes.
characters. Like,
Yes.
they obviously saw that, you know, like, Predator and Jason, like, brought a lot of new people to the game, possibly, like, just because they're fans of, you know, those characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so adding, like, Leatherface and Alien and stuff like that, I think it could potentially be a really good decision on their part for the scene to grow, rather than just, you know, like, pleasing existing MK players who are going to play no matter what, you know, kind of thing.
Very, very important point, because there was definitely a lot of crying and a lot of tears about the characters in this pack, particularly Leatherface. And it's like, you've got to remember that if NRS wasn't doing stuff like this, like putting characters like that are going to make them even more money, then we wouldn't have money going back into our community in general at all. So like the fact that they're doing this benefits us in the long run more than anyone else, apart from NRS as a company or Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So like if we just got given, I don't know, Nitara, Lee Mei, Fujin, and Rain, we would have had 2.5 extra people buy the game, and everyone who already had the game download KP2. Whereas now we have potential for people seeing it and being like, holy shit, I can play Alien versus Predator in this game? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I can live the movie? Are you serious? People are gonna do that. Or like
man.
horror character fights, like it's gonna happen. Like there's more dude bros out there playing MKX than people realize.
Yeah, the competitive scene make up how much?
I would say like
0.1.
0.5% or something. It's very small. It's very small.
Yeah, some guy's gonna be like, oh my god, Leatherface is in this game, time to buy this game.
Yeah, like the thing.
They just see a match. They just see a Leatherface versus Jason match, and they're like, "What the hell is this game?" Like they've never seen it. They're like, "What game is this?"
This is Clash of Monsters, man. Clash of Monsters.
Yeah.
So that
I think the NetherRealm community, they might not understand the possibilities of Leatherface.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's more to him than just being like a generic horror icon. Because like, you probably have like a grappler variation. You probably have, like, the guy's a cannibal. It's like he uses meat hooks.
Oh yeah.
He uses hammers. Uses chainsaws. So I think there's going to be a lot to him.
Yeah.
And no doubt it will be pretty cool. So,
yeah. I'll still play him for fun.
It's not just like, oh, I'm getting ganked.
It's like, lol, fuck this guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're the worst, lad.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, on top of that, no, not on top of that. Aside from that, Baraka Blades being in Alien, Xenomorph, I should say. Like, what do people think? Because my speculation is that his variations are going to be based on past members that he's absorbed, based on what we saw from Baraka Blades.
Yeah, so I honestly reckon it's the story mode characters. It's going to be Sindel and Rain.
Yeah, I mean, like, but like I get that, but then I'm thinking I can't imagine Xenomorph floating and shooting fireballs or
You never know, man.
throwing
Like,
water
what
I,
balls.
I actually don't, I actually think differently. I don't think because Sindel and Rain, they didn't specifically die in the story mode. So whereas Baraka definitely kind of died in story mode.
Okay.
So um, and they're just showing like one side of the Xenomorph right now, which is the Baraka side. So I think if they really wanted to please a lot more people, and they were going to do Sindel and Rain within the Xenomorph, they would have put them in the trailer as well.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, to get people hyped. So I think there's enough stuff for Alien to have 3 variations without having to incorporate like a different MK
Yeah.
character.
Oh, right,
in
right,
each
yeah.
variation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
I
be
just hope,
interesting.
to be honest, like when that trailer came out, it looked like there was a bit of like story mode in there, like
Yeah.
a bit of additional story. I just hope that actually happens. That would be really cool if we could play a little bit more story.
I want more stages, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wasn't there like
yeah, there
teaser
is
of
some
the
stages,
pit?
isn't there?
Isn't there potential that we're getting the pit back?
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, they
Oh
said
my
a
God.
classic stage.
That'd be
The
amazing.
one that Albert posted on Facebook, the article mentions new stage.
Oh, really? Sick.
Or
Sweet,
a returning
sweet.
stage, yeah.
Hey guys, so this is off topic-ish, but like, what's your top 5 stages?
In MK or gaming?
MK Universe.
MK Universe. All right.
Subway.
So yeah, I like that.
Subway's pretty good. Like the
Not
original
Rooftop.
pit. Which one?
Yeah.
Rooftop can go to hell.
Yeah, fuck Rooftop, man. Screw you, Nala. Fucking Cabal Rooftop, Jesus Christ.
Ugh, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
like
so the pit-
when I think good stages, I think immediately MK1 and 3. I don't know. I haven't played enough 2, so I don't remember much of 2, and I don't think of anything in MK9 being particularly stand out. And I think MKX is like my least favorite for sure in
Yeah.
terms of
MK9
stages.
stages were just the classic stage.
Yeah,
then.
those classics, yeah.
Yeah, just redone. Yeah, the Dead
Yeah.
Woods is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it Living Forest?
Living
The Deadwood
Forest.
one, MKX is, I think, the best so far.
Dude, Jinsei Chamber, man.
Yeah,
Which
it's not
one's
bad.
that?
The one with
blue.
the
The blue.
blue stuff in the middle.
Oh,
What's is it Mataro's lair that you could uppercut through the roof?
There's a few of those, yeah. Yeah, it's the one with the green thing in the background above the Soul Chamber.
Yeah, that one's good.
Man, the old stages are so good. MKX, yeah, they were still good. Actually, even the soundtrack's lacking in MKX.
Yeah, the soundtrack is lacking in MKX. Soundtrack
I-
was so good back in the day.
Yeah. Googie, since you didn't play the other MKs like as much, like yeah, so you don't have attachment to the characters at all, right?
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I wouldn't say.
So
any
like,
attachment.
why did you choose Katana at the start then? Or it was like, oh, this bitch is cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like a blue ninja, strong fans, and she's got this ninja variation. I thought it was pretty cool. And she was really easy to pick up as well. That was important as well. Because my execution was very minimal back then.
Yeah.
And Katana, I didn't do her like, complete optimal combos, but, just throwing the fans in the air and throwing, continuing the combos with fans was really easy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I did try a few characters, but I settled on Katana. I did try Cassie, and I could funnily enough, I could not do run. I couldn't run cancel, or how
Yeah.
Cassie's combos you need to run in.
Yeah.
I could not. I had no idea how to do that, so that's why I chose Katana.
Yeah, run was awkward at the beginning.
Yeah, I saw people doing it on YouTube, and I was like, I can't do this. So stop it. I wasn't.
Oh.
I was actually a big Cassie first, because I actually liked her look the best, and then I couldn't do this close, so I was like, screw this.
Actually, hey, Googie, do you play any run cancel characters at all? As in like
No.
viable run cancel characters?
No proper run cancels. I can't do it.
Come on, Googie.
Yeah, I don't want to put too much time into that. So I like the down cancels with
Alright.
Tremor and Takeda.
Takeda.
I think they're very easy to do. The teleport cancels.
Dude, seriously, like pick up a run cancel character. It's fun.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that on pad.
Really, it's so like
I
can do
can't
every
play on
character's run
pad for
cancels
crap.
except for Johnny.
Hey?
I can do every character's run cancels except for Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny's a weird. Pardon me.
But Johnny's is weird because the cancel window is weird, and then the string you do after involves the same buttons. It's weird.
Yeah.
What,
What
with the Combat, yeah, sorry, go Cap.
No, you go.
With the Combat Pack 2, did they confirm that this is the last one? There won't be a third one?
They didn't
No, I
have
didn't.
anything yet.
They would never. I don't think they'd ever confirm that because I think the way they work is they just want to see how many numbers they get and then make a decision whether to release another one or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they'd confirm that it was the end. It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Like even the people like up in arms about this KP, they're still gonna buy this KP. It doesn't
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
For sure. I think
Hey,
the
you know,
most.
yeah,
I was gonna say, I think the most ridiculous stuff that I saw on TYM were people saying, basically, you know, I was banking on this character to come out. Ignore the fact that I've played this other character as a main for 6 months or 7 months or whatever. This character's not coming out, so I'm quitting this game competitively. I can't play this game anymore because they didn't give me additional content that I wanted. It won't affect me, but I'm not playing anymore. It's like, come on, man.
I don't see how the game's
Yeah,
ruined.
that's what's
Like,
No.
Actually,
Same.
oh, dude, you know what reminds me of?
Mm.
Okay, Jacob, this doesn't really apply to you as much because you didn't really follow the Injustice scene.
Yep.
But Vlad, do you remember you know, in Injustice, right? One Cowboy main Sinestro, right?
Yeah.
And basically, Sinestro, like up to this point, he thought Sinestro was like, I don't know, like easy top 10, right?
Mm.
And then they found this game-breaking glitch with him, right? Where basically, you know, in Injustice, you could push block, right, by spending a bar.
Yep.
And then you would push block trait for full combo.
Yeah.
And then with that, obviously Sinestro jumped over crap load because basically whenever you had trait and bar, you couldn't touch him. Anytime he blocked something, he full combo punished you. Right? And then, right, obviously NOS jumped on that, they nerfed it. And then when they nerfed it, suddenly Sinestro can't compete anymore. It's just like they gave him they found some shit with him that he didn't know he had before. They nerfed it and got rid of it, but only that, and now suddenly he's worse than he was before. It's just
Makes-
like what?
Makes sense, man. I don't know how you don't understand.
Oh god, man. Some players get way too emotional.
Oh, man. Alright, well, we're almost at about an hour and a half, so why don't we wrap things up? Alright, so Googie, where can people find you if they want to learn more about the Googs?
Twitter.
The easiest is Twitter, yeah. Googiemona, GOOGIEMONA.
Yep.
And for anything MKX online/offline related, there's a Facebook fan page that they can like. It's facebook.com/Oz AUS MKX tournaments.
Alright,
And me, Aaron, and Nada post on there. So we will give more details for the next online event as well as any offline results and stuff like that.
we'll get some links and put these in the description as well. How about you,
Sure.
Vlad? Do you want to plug yourself on anything? Any social media?
I'm in the Facebook group if you need me. Hey,
Aaron?
Googie, are you having another online tournament this month?
No, it's December, bro. This
Not
month.
December, it's going to be early January, so probably let me just quickly check. I will be in Melbourne early January, so it depends on whether a lot of people are good to play, but it probably will be the first Sunday of January, provided it's not New Year's.
First Sunday of January. Let me check.
It's
the
before I
second.
forget, I linked
Oh, no,
in our chat now. Did you guys look at it?
Oh yeah. Basically it's cheap flights right now. Tiger.
It's for
To where?
May June next year.
Oh man, you didn't say it. We'll book for BAM pretty soon.
So for BAM,
yeah, is it?
super cheap
Alright.
tickets. So
Yeah.
everyone should be able to go to BAM.
We can
Yeah.
talk more about this after. Aaron,
Yeah.
where can people find you if you want them to be able to find you?
Right. You guys can find me on Facebook. I don't know what my Facebook is. Just look up Aaron Hong or Gilbert Hong or something, or Gilbagz. On Twitter, I think my Twitter's Gilbagz Hong. So, I don't know, spell it phonetically. Gilbagz Hong, right?
We'll put it in the description as well. And anything else?
I think that's about it. Thanks for listening, guys.
Alright, and you can find me at Cabjoy
Thank you for
on
having me.
Twitter. Very good to have you, Googie. There was one other thing I was going to say. Does anyone have shout outs they need to give?
Googie, can you go first?
Yeah, I'll give a few shout outs just for the heck of it. So obviously the online guys, keep it up, keep playing the tournaments. Check out I'm Castiel and Inconvenience, Tommy King, shout outs to you for coming out to Adelaide. Shout outs to the Melbourne boys. We beat Sydney very, very convincingly. That after.
We'll run that back at BAM. We'll run that back.
Alright, call's over.
Just
Go
quickly,
Melbourne, man. Go Melbourne.
it'd be good to see if we can get New Zealand out sometime. If any of the New Zealand guys
Yeah.
are
I wanna see
able
New
to.
Zealand travel.
Yeah. If they can build a scene and they can come out and we can have some inter-ocean rivalries, then it'll be good.
Yeah, it's yeah, of course.
Alright, well thanks for listening guys. Catch you guys next time.
All right, see ya.